I'm going to continue to talk about it. What you have done is horrible. What you did to Kayla, what you continue to do to me, what you're doing to Kayla's children, that's wrong. That is really wrong. Because I'm going to bring enough attention to this case and what you have done and continue to do, that the best thing that could happen is to get in front of the right person. Because I know for certain, if we had gotten in front of the right person, if we had been legally represented properly, you would never, ever have custody of Tegan or any child ever in your lifetime, ever again. You know what you did to Kayla. You know what you did to me. You know what you did to all of us. And I don't know how you did it, but you did it. And you got away with it. I'm going to expose you, Dennis. I'm going to expose you on social media. So if there's one thing that I could say to Dennis, you should be watching my videos. I'm not afraid of you anymore. You think because you have custody of Tegan that this is over. It's not. I'm not out to get you in any way. This is not out of spite. It's nothing like that. But what I am out to do is to expose you and tell the truth. Because you lied. You know you lied. And I can prove it. And I'm going to start, I think, with those little CDs that we got from the court hearing. You know, the one where you spoke about personal pets. You lied. I have lots of stuff like that. So if you want to go show everybody all your paperwork and all this stuff you think that you have, I'm cool with that. But you're getting it right back. Jimmy and I made a promise to each other that the moment any of our videos turned negative to where we felt that we were not being polite, that we were turning our focus and became spiteful or vindictive in any way, that we would be done. Well, Dennis, you don't have to worry about that. This is not what this is about. This is about the fact that you lied. You lied, and I'm going to expose you. I'm going to just do it on social media. We literally live less than 5 minutes away in the same town. I'm doing this for Kayla. I'm doing this for Tegan, for Brody and Landon. We're doing this for justice. Because you are a bad person. What you have done, what you continue to get away with, is unacceptable. The good thing about social media is that once I put it out there, it's not going to go away. What you did to Kayla goes far beyond parental alienation. I'm not mad at you anymore. I was mad at you, but I'm not anymore. That is one of the things that I was able to do when we were on vacation. When we were on vacation, I had a meltdown. Just one. It was a dandy. I was struggling because this whole time since Kayla's passing, I have not allowed myself to get really pissed off, really angry. Yeah, I have this thing that I call pissed off productive, but this is totally different. I was hurting. I was mad. And I wasn't allowing myself to let it out, to get mad, to get pissed off. I wasn't allowing myself to let it out. I was holding all of that inside. I'm like, I can't get mad at Dennis. I cannot be angry at Dennis. I've come way too far in life to get mad at Dennis. Would that make God mad? Would God be angry with me if I got mad at Dennis? So I was holding all that anger I had inside. So on vacation, there was a moment and I felt free to let out that anger. I was in a safe place with my husband out in nature and I let it out and I allowed myself to get angry. I'm so mad at you, Dennis, for what you... I'm really mad. I allowed myself to get angry. And I know that God's not mad at me for doing that. I took out my anger in a positive way. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't hurt myself. And I'm not being vindictive. I'm not spiteful. I used to be. But God has a way of taking those thoughts and replacing them with different ones. So I allowed myself to get angry. And I know that God's not mad at me for getting angry. I think maybe God would have been mad at me if I would have expressed that anger in a negative way, but I didn't. Sorry. Probably gonna cut this shit out. Dennis would not allow me ashes. I just got a bunch of threats. I was not allowed to bury my daughter. All Dennis did was call and leave a bunch of nasty messages on a phone. Made a bunch of broken promises. He said that we could have some of Kayla's ashes. And I got nothing. I got ghosted, really. That's what I got. I have not been able to bury my daughter. I've not had a funeral for Kayla. Dennis, when you were beating me all those times, it was always about getting your way and having all that control. And you had it. Even till Kayla's last breath, you had that control. I understand that you wanted to punish me for leaving you. I understand that you wanted to make me suffer. And you have. I didn't ever really let you show it after I left you. I tried not to. But Kayla's life is gone. And you couldn't even let me have any of her ashes. I wanted to have a funeral. To this day, I am still your victim, much like Kayla was, and her children are. I promised I would never allow myself to cry on camera again, but I'm getting a phone call, so that is perfect timing to end this video. May God have mercy on your soul for what you've done, and I forgive you.